Alrighty, GS Pro fans. Kind of a weird one here today. I totally screwed this up in OBS Studio. You'll see here, I'm going to go change over my scenes for the flyover, which looks nice. And we'll do the intro. This is Diamond Springs Golf Course. But here's the problem, guys. I never turn it back. So we have no swing cam and we have no club data except for the club path there on the right. And so this can be pretty quick. I'm just going to go shot, and we'll get through it as quickly as possible so you can see Diamond Springs Golf Course and you can at least see what kind of shots I hit. Starting off with a short approach and a bogey and moving on to hole number 2. Some really kind of cool layout with these really thick trees, and then a nice wide fairway and some rough to play with, so it doesn't seem impossible. Good drive there, taking a big angle off of it, and then trying to sit down. That's unfortunate. A couple inches too far. But a par on 2, going to 3. Again, you got this nice wide open fairway. Just let it rip. .128 remaining. Front pin location, tough one. Sit down. Oh, so really close to 2 birdies in a row, but those are going to be pars on the card. And headed over to the 4th, which is the first par 5 of the day, 471. And a yank. Probably a low heel the way that came off. We'll never know on this round. Trying to hit it out of the trees and barely getting out of there. 187 remaining. Landing it just past the number, but for hitting it in the trees safely on and moving on. The 5th brings a par 3, 5th par 3. A really great kick there to go right, but then it snakes back around and makes me chip it here from the fringe. Looked like a pretty good chip there, and a par it is. Moving on to the 6th, another par 4, 412. A lake, a little pond right in the middle of the fairway here. Shooting one up the right-hand side. Gonna have about 175 remaining. It's on the line, looks a little short though, it needs a bounce. Gets a good bounce, and another one close to the birdie circle, but an easy 2-putt par is what we'll call those. 141 par 3, 7th hole, still at +1 on the day, hitting a draw that just doesn't quite have enough legs. And these greens are sloped all the way around. It seems like you got some runoff in a lot of places. Good little chip back though. Nice lake there. Another just kind of wide open fairway. So each hole kind of has the same feel. If that's something you're looking for, you get these tracks to drive it down, and then some pretty tough pin locations here on the Saturday tees. And you can see how many bunkers are around this green. Call that a kidney bean shape, I believe. The approach just a little short of being a birdie, but safely on the green. 3-putt par there on the par 5, 8th. 9th hole is a par 4, 340. A little slicey. It's going towards the right rough. And we'll find it with about 160 remaining. The next shot is a little left. Oh, I thought the rake was going to save me. And a chip out of the bunker is successful for a par. You do get the full screen of GS Pro for once, which I usually don't do. You can let me know in the comments how you're liking that type of experience. Maybe we can cut to the full screen after shots or something. I wanted to do that at one point, but I couldn't quite figure out if I was going to have to like have a mouse in my pocket and switch scenes right after I hit or what. It was going to be too difficult, so I thought more information on the page might be better. Par 5 11th here. We got like some goalpost trees right in the middle. Of course, I go right in between them. I think that's the play, though. You really can't go right or left of them either, because then you block out your shot at the hole. So kind of sitting right in between them. It's a par 5, so this might be another one that don't get there this time. Let me chip. All right. I was like, I don't want a 3-putt par again. Oh, and then I must have chipped an absolute chunker because it barely rolls, and it is a par anyway. Zooming over the forest. All the holes are kind of right next to each other, but because of how dense these trees are, you really can't see them. And if you tried to slice one really bad to get to the other side, you probably wouldn't make it. 190 in, and smoked that one past the hole. Chipping back down the hole, looks good. Oh, almost. Alright, so we're cruising right along, +1 still. Going to the 13th par 4, 365. We'll take a look at some of these stats here that we have at least. Oh, that one, it just kind of left and left, but 104 club is good for me, and 26 spin is good for me. Trying to hit it out of that mess and actually doing a pretty good job of advancing it. We'll have 55 left to try and save par. It's got to check hard. Oh, and it does not. That's a couple on this round, missed out by just a couple inches on that little circle. Be a couple inches better is what I say. Face open. It's going to land just right of the hole. That's a good shot. And an easy par on 14. Let's zoom over to the 15th. Another par 4. Shorter hole. We should be able to cut some of this off here. Out of bounds everywhere, though. And we are going to flirt with it. Stay up. It let me hit from down there, not out of bounds, and the chip is good. Oh my goodness, another low heel. We are testing the forest here, not good. It is a par 5 though, so we're hitting out. We're going to have 210 left. Kind of falling apart here late in the round. I wish I could see my reaction to some of these. This looks like a good shot from 209. And it was. Landed it right next to the hole. Tough par 3 here on the 17th, 176 across a gorge. 98 ball speed ain't gonna get it done. That must have been a terrible swing. Gonna have to drop. They got that as out of bounds. And a bogey. +3 going to the last hole. Again, apologies for not having swing cam and the other data. Actually, I enjoyed watching it while I was commentating here because it was all full screen and everything. But I know it loses a little bit of the simulation feel, and it just kind of looks like someone's replaying a game. So I appreciate you sticking with me. Make sure to like and subscribe. Let's see, the final score here is going to be a 75, just with 3 single bogeys on the card. And that's going to be okay. Diamond Springs, a good one to go play especially if you're working on your driving or something. Seem to have some pretty wide open holes. We'll see you next time. Peace.